In my neighborhood, we make sure that we're all taken care of, and that is exactly what the Norton Neuroscience Institute does, and all the people that are there. I want to welcome my guest, Yvette Cabrera Rojas, who is here, a dear friend and a guest. She is chair for Misters for MS and also the director at the Norton Neuro Institute Resource Center. And my mister is here, one of them anyway. It is Jim Skinny J. Coyle, Mr. for MS and also owner of LRS 102. It's good to see you all.
Thank you, likewise.
Thanks, good to be here.
So this is the 8th Mr. for MS?
Yes, 8th year.
How did this get started? Because some of my friends were part of the first, and I know it got kind of crazy and fun. It was just like a crazy good time. How did this get started?
It got started, the idea was from the former chair. Her name was Jessica Treader, and this was her creation, her vision of a way to support the MS Society and for people to come and have a lot of fun.
Okay, so Misters for MS, and Jim, you're one of those Misters.
Yes.
What does the night look like? What does that mean?
Well, it's more than just a night. You know, we got about 8 weeks of fundraising that we've already started online. So we're trying to raise as much money and awareness for multiple sclerosis as possible. And night of the show, we get to cut loose and have a little bit of fun.
And they do cut loose. It's going to be Saturday, July 27th from 6 to 11. It will be at the Olmsted, and you can get tickets. How do people get tickets?
They can go to mistersforms.org.
Okay, and it's just going to be a good time. Explain the night, and then, I mean, why would you do this, Jim?
Sure. So for the rest of the night, we're lucky enough to get out and have some fun, walk the runway, and help raise even more money by auctioning off some high-ticket items, trips, and up to Cincinnati for a Reds game and things like that. So it's a lot of fun, and it's fun to be out in the community and doing that. But for me personally, multiple sclerosis is something that I've dealt with my whole life. My mother was diagnosed in 1976. So I was basically a child. I really have very few memories of my mother not debilitated. So it's a very difficult disease. It hits a lot of people differently, and it affects not only that person but the entire family. We had to come together as a family and do things that we wouldn't normally do as kids and even young adults, just to help out around the house and to help mom. It's horrible to see people go through that kind of pain, but I always got inspiration from my mom as well, because she never complained about it. For all the aches and pains and the muscle twitches and everything else that she had to deal with, she never complained. She just did the work, listened to the doctors, and prayed and moved on in her life. So although it was very difficult to see her suffering, it was difficult to go through childhood with her in that condition, it's an inspiration to me now, and I want to do everything I can to help her and other people who are suffering with this disease. I'm told we're really close to finding some breakthroughs in the disease. So time and money is what it takes, and I'm just here to help do that as much as we can.
Well, we appreciate it. Anybody who knows me knows my sister has MS, and so I work diligently with the MS Society. Yvette, we've known each other. You know my sister.
Right.
We've known each other forever and a day, and at the Norton Neuroscience Institute, you all work diligently. I mean, I'm so impressed with the work that you all do and the information and education that the patients have there. I mean, just floored by what they know.
Yes, because information is empowerment. The more you know about your disease, the more you are able to make an educated
movement toward what you want to do.
What are the options and what would work for you? Not every drug works the same way for each person. So it's important to keep people educated, to let them know that they are not defined by the disease. And the MS Society, it's so important because they provide all of these support services. And the most important part of the MS Society is the monies that are raised go toward research. It is the only organization, nationally and internationally, that puts in so much money, time, and investment into trying to find a cure for MS.
So when you have this Misters for MS on Saturday, July 27, 6 to 11, Olmsted, MistersForMS.org, everybody's invited. I mean, everybody's invited. You want folks to come out and just have a good time.
Yes, we do. We want them to have a good time. We would like them to support us. It is a very good cause to support the MS Society and the Misters who are putting themselves out there, on behalf of someone that they know who is living their life with MS. And we'll have in the process, raise awareness and have fun at the same time.
All right. Is there anything that you all still need? Do you still need volunteers or anything like that? Are you still good?
Yes, we do. For the night of the event, we always need volunteers. Yes, and if anyone wants to help us out and they have an item that they would like to donate, please contact us at MistersForMS.org, and we will get in touch with you.
All right, Jim, I'm going to leave this last word to you because I know you were affected and are affected by this disease. Invite people to come out.
Please come out. I'm putting everything out there, have for years. It's been great to connect with the local MS Society. We're even getting LRS involved. We have a big music festival this weekend, LRS Fest, and anyone who comes wearing orange, we're going to take $5 of your ticket and put it towards MS. And we're also going to be selling the orange ribbons for just any donation, just as another way to raise awareness and money for the cause.
We appreciate you, LRS 102, and Jim, Yvette, always. And again, if you can come, Saturday, July 27th, you're also crazy time, a good time, MistersForMS.org. Yvette, Jim, I appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
All right, thank you. I love you too. And I know we've got so many things to do. Okay.